Hello, welcome back to Amory Junction, and today we are back with another video here up in the loft, and we are going to be looking at the new train tech technology they've started producing out, which is the brand new not sound capsules, the brand new dot matrix information screens, which you can find in their catalogue they give out at shows or they send with their products on page 16. So I actually this is one of my Christmas gifts, so I got the mounts, which you have to pay extra for. I got the twin pack of 2 screens and one of the holster station bits as well. So I got I think that one, and then the extra mounts. Right, so anyway, we're going to be taking a look at what I bought. So basically, when you open it up, what you get is the screens in here. So there's 2 in here. So they're the screens themselves, and you have to buy extra the 3D printed like holsters for it. So this is the station one, which you can see in the picture that I just showed. And then you get some more instructions, and then you obviously get the other ones that my parents chose to get, which is the ones that hang down from canopies. So if we go up to the layout, ones that can hang down from here, obviously facing the platforms, like that. So you get like information all with it. You get the catalogue, so in total you get all of that. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of soldering, and I'll get back to you. This is documentation that comes with it, very well instructed, and gives you a good insight of what to do. Right, okay, so when you open it up, just in the kit where you get the screen, so you don't get any of the mounts, as you have to get them separately, as I say again. You literally will get the smart screen with a little protector over the glass bit, so you peel that off when you finish touching it and handling it, and then you get cable. And all you need to do is, if we turn it over, there are solder pads on it, labelled P and P, so there and there. So these 2 ones, they're the feed to it. So you literally solder either the pre-supplied cable on, or I've been using just this cable, just so I can extend the cables without soldering onto this, as these are very fine wires. I did want to make it a little bit bigger, so that's what I've done. So that's what you get in the kit, and obviously you get the instructions, which are very well done, and they tell you everything you need to do in there in terms of getting it up and ready to run. So I'm going to get soldering with our second one, as this is our second one now. Start soldering on to these 2 pads, and then start programming again with our Gauge Master controller. So I'll get back to you once I've soldered it all in. Right, okay, I'll put our smart screen down there a minute. We're just using this I bought from Layouts for You. It's just like little thin cable, about 1 millimetre thick. So I'm using red and blue. I used a lot of the black for the track, and I've got blue, so I'm just using blue as negative and obviously red as positive, and then just stripping the wires back at the ends with a quite handy little tool, if I can find it. Yes, I can. Just one of these. So I'm just literally gripping and then pulling it off, stripping the wire. This is what the test sample stuff they put on it shows. Right, okay, so you would have just seen its little demo, as Train Tech call it, of all the stuff it does, etc. I put it in the holster. This is one of the things you have to buy separately, so I'll say that again. So don't buy the kit thinking it comes with the little holster. You have to get them separately. But that's all supplied from them, so that's not an issue. Right, so I've connected it up to my track power bit of the controller, as you saw. I've got a nice long cable on it. I've done my own cables purely so I can attach it into my bus wire, but for now I've just got it plugged in and had the track turned off, and then just got it plugged straight into the track port as it says to in the instructions. So all I've done so far, you can't see it, I forgot, I've soldered 2 bits onto the solder pads P. They're marked on there. It all says in the instructions, very easy to do. It weren't like one of them hassle jobs at all. It was very well instructed of what you needed to do. So now I'm going to start programming it. Right, okay, this is my first screen programmed now. I just went for a nice easy message, but obviously you can still change them whilst they're on the track because they have their own decoders in. My layout, I've soldered them to the track like dropper wires, just to power them. So basically you treat them as a DCC loco in terms of control. So all you need is a DCC controller to program them, and then you can run them DC off a battery, but you need a DCC controller for the programming part. Right, okay, so with mine, all I literally did was solder it in, as it said, program it, drew a hole in my platform, run the cables under the platform, and then they come out just here, as you can see them, as I haven't finished hiding them yet, and I haven't weathered my track yet, so whilst weathering in a couple of weeks, or whenever I get round to do it, I'll blend them in and make them look less obvious. But all I did was solder them to the tracks, and that is joined in with one of the track dropper for this little siding I've got. So that's what feeds this siding, so all I did is just join it on with them, so it's all in one spot. As when you pan away, you can't really see it. It's only when you go close. But obviously I've got weathering and I'm going to hide them a little bit better. But at the moment, that's how they'll stay until I get round to weathering. So, right, okay, so we're up on the layout now. And as you can see, the smart screen is there. We've got the platform mount one, the mount holster, if you call it that. And it does a little... Yep, and then it goes back on. So if we get our screen in focus, it does a little cycle, and then goes off like they do in real life, and then goes back on. So in total, that is very, very cool. Wasn't one of them things where it was really hard to do. It was tricky and a challenge, but not doable. Right, okay, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go and check out Train Tech. There'll be a link in the description if you want to get yourself some of these. I do recommend them. They are very good. Programming is slightly fiddly, but doable once you get into it a little bit. I think they really do add a lot of realism and just make it a little bit more interesting and something nice to look at, especially when you can have your own station on there. Right, do go and check Train Tech out. They're on Facebook, and then there's more info on their website.